ancient Rome, romantic relationships between men were not just common, but deeply ingrained in their social and cultural fabric. The Roman Empire had a complex view of love and sexuality, which allowed for expressions of romantic affection between men, though they were often shaped by social status and power dynamics. One of the most fascinating aspects of gay Roman love was how it existed alongside the concept of pederasty, where older men would form relationships with younger, often adolescent boys, as a way of mentoring them, both intellectually and emotionally. These relationships were considered an important part of a young man's development, and the bond could be quite deep, blending love, admiration, and allure attraction. Roman poets like Catullus and Ovid celebrated love in various forms, including same-sex attraction, though they often depicted it with a sense of idealized longing and emotional complexity. Catullus, in particular, wrote about his intense and passionate affection for both women and men, displaying a raw, poetic vulnerability that reflected the emotional depth of romantic connections, regardless of gender. Additionally, figures like Emperor Hadrian and his lover Antinous exemplified the ideal of romantic love between men in the Roman world. Hadrian's profound grief at Antinous' untimely death led him to deify the young man, turning him into a god and erecting monuments in his honor. This public act of devotion speaks to the importance of love in Roman society, where it was celebrated in both personal and political spheres. Roman society did not view same-sex relationships as deviant in the way later cultures would, but rather as an expression of affection that could be as legitimate as heterosexual love, so long as the roles of dominance and submission were clearly defined. Men in these relationships often maintained their social positions, and many of the affairs were framed within the understanding that the dominant partner was typically a man of higher status, while the younger or more submissive lover might be of lower rank. Despite this hierarchical structure, the emotional connection in these relationships was often profound, as seen in their art, literature, and even the public rituals of mourning and commemoration. Overall, gay love in ancient Rome was not just about physical attraction, but also intellectual and emotional bonds, with relationships ranging from fleeting affairs to life-defining connections. It was a complex, multifaceted part of Roman culture that, in many ways, foreshadowed modern ideas of romantic love, even as it was shaped by its own historical and societal context.
I wasn't looking, but you found me. I never thought I'd find someone like you. My expectations fell into the sea. Now all I want is something real and true, like sunlight shining through. I wasn't looking, but you found me too, like an explorer to a new land. I wasn't looking, but you found me, found a love. Always gonna be your melody, like echoes in a canyon deep. My heart beats only your decree, secrets that we both keep. In my dreams, you're next to me. Always gonna be your melody, even when the music